Yeah, hi friends, welcome back to our channel. So if you are a newcomer to our channel, then I request you to watch all the previous videos whichever we uploaded in this option trading strategies series. Okay, and also please do subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon so that you will be getting a notification whenever we upload any new videos. Okay. So this is an option trading strategy. So now we are going to have a look at an option Greeks gamma. Okay, and this is my Twitter ID, friend, so please do follow us, and also we'll be posting the link for this Twitter and the Telegram channel in the descriptions as well, so where we used to post the technical analysis whatever we have done for the charts, so you can have a look into that. So, and you can use your own style of trading based on the charts which we post there. Okay, so there is a disclaimer, friends, so this is only for an educational purpose, so please do your own analysis before taking any real trade. So now let's get into an option Greeks gamma. Okay, so gamma, so earlier we have had a look at the delta, so means like delta will tell us how the option premium will move based on the underlying stocks. Okay, now the gamma will tells us the change of the delta for each 1 rupee movement in underlying. Okay, so always the delta is not a constant value, so based on that underlying stock price movement, the delta also will get changed. Okay, so to calculate the delta movement, change in the delta, we use the gamma for calculating that. Okay, so we need to reduce the gamma for delta neutral strategy, so there is something called the delta neutral strategy, right? So we should reduce our gamma, only then we can have a delta hedged strategy, which is a delta neutral strategy. So we need to look at the delta first, then we need to look at the gamma as well while doing an option trading. Okay, so for deep in the money or deep out the money, gamma will be smaller, which means the delta change will be lesser. Okay, so for in the money and the out the money, the gamma value will be very lesser value, so that based on the underlying stock price movement, you might have noticed that even though the option means the underlying stock is moving very drastically, you might have noticed the deep out the money options will never move much. Okay, so only that is because of the delta and the gamma values. Okay, so because of the lesser gamma, the delta will never change, so we don't have much movement in the option prices. So but for at the money options, the gamma will always be higher, so that is the reason the at the money options will move very faster based on the underlying stock price movements. So long positions will have a positive gamma and the short positions will have a negative gamma. Okay, so if you are having an option buying, then the gamma will be positive for that position, and for the shorting position, means like if you are an option seller, then your gamma will be in the negative side. Okay, so based on the option gamma, so let's assume this is an example, friend. So if let's assume that underlying moving the 10 points upside. Okay, so we have bought the at the money call option. So at the money call options will always have a delta of 0.5, and let's have an assuming that the gamma is at the point of 0.004. Okay, so for the price movement of 10 rupees for that underlying movement, we can check the change in delta. So change in the delta will be gamma into change in underlying. So in this case, the gamma is 0.004 and the change in underlying the price movement is 10. Okay, so the change in delta will be 0.04. So the new delta will be calculating our previous delta plus the change in delta, which is 0.5 plus 0.04, which is equal to 0.54. Okay, so now let's assume also on the downside, let's assume the stock has been moving 10 points down. So we have bought the at the money call option, so the delta will be 0.54 and the gamma will be 0.004 and the price movement is minus 10, right? So the change in delta will be gamma into change in underlying. So in this case it is 0.004 and into minus 10, which is minus 0.04. So our new delta will be 0.46. So as the stock started moving down, our delta will start reduce. So if you are an option buying, if you are an option buyer, and if the option is moving towards your side, then the gamma will help you means like based on this gamma the delta value will get increased. So based on that, so for initially the stock will move only 50 paise for one movement, 1 rupee movement, and after after it moved for a 10 rupee, the delta has been moved into 0.54. So after this 10 rupees movement, you can have for each 1 rupee movement your option premium will move 0.54. okay, so if the option have been going against you, then you can see that so the new delta has been reduced to 0.46, right? So for each 1 rupee movement, initially it will move 0.50% down. Then after movement of a 10 rupees, your new delta will be at the level of 0.46. For each 1 rupee downside movement, you will lose only 0.46. okay, so this is why you have to have a look at the delta price first, delta value, and then you have to look at the gamma. okay, so if you are an option buyer, then you should this gamma will help you if the trade even goes against you, or it will give you the good profit if it is if that underlying stock is moving at your own direction. okay, so risk based on gamma, so trader can define the risk based on the gamma. okay, so if delta of option is 1, which means let's assume the at the money options will have a delta of 0.50, right? So if you are buying the two options of two at the money options, then your delta will be equal to 1, which means that trader is holding an option which is equal to 1 lot of future, right? So future will always have an delta of 1. So for each 1 rupee movement, the future will move the 1 rupee movements, will have a 1 rupee movement, right? So if you are buying the 2 lots of at the money options, then for each 1 rupee movement, your options also will move 1 rupee. So let's assume that you have shorted 10 lot of at the money option, at the money call options. So delta of at the money will be 0.50, and assuming that gamma is 0.004 and number of lots he shorted is 10. okay, so the overall delta will be 10 into 0.50 equal to 5. So for each 1 rupee movement, we will have a 5 rupee movement in our option premiums, because we have shorted 10 lots and our option delta is 5, right? So which is equal to 5 lot of futures. So now you might think that okay, we have entered into 10 lots and we are will have a risk of only 5 rupees for each 1 rupee movement. So now assume that the stock have been moved 50 points against you. So you have shorted the Nifty, let's assume, and you have shorted the call option, so the Nifty started moving up. okay, so then your position will start losing money. So now you can see that, so the change in delta will be as 50 into 0.50 into the movement of the stock is 50 points, and the gamma value will be, let's assume that it is 0.005. so you will be having 0.25 as a change in delta. okay, so new delta now will be 0.75. so because of your at the money option have been moving as an in the money now, so in the money options will always have an higher delta than the at the money, right? So this is the factor why how our in the money option at the money options while moving into an in the money, the gamma effect will change the delta value to 0.75 now. So the new position delta is 7.5 based on, so the new delta is 0.75 into 10 lot of options is 7.5, right? So now for each 1 rupee movement of earlier we have a 5 as a delta, overall delta. So we'll be having a 5 rupee movement for each 1 rupee movement, right? Now we'll be having a new delta of 7.5. so for each 1 rupee movement against us, we'll be losing 7.5 rupees. okay, so this is why we should have a look at both delta and gamma. So delta changes very fast in at the money options, and delta will change very slowly in out the money or in the money. So it is better to avoid the avoid shorting in the money or at the money options, assuming it will expire worthless. So don't simply assume that okay, this stock might expire worthless and you don't short the in the money or at the money. Because of this gamma effect, your options prices will start fluctuate for the movement of the underlying stocks. So it's always better to shorten out the money options if you're planning to hold it till the expiry, to expire it as a worthless. Okay, so hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and now you might have gotten knowledge about the both delta and gamma. So we will be continuing the series. So our aim is like um, to learn together about these options. So let's learn trading. And so thanks for watching, friends. Also please do subscribe to our channel and also like and comment, so that it will also motivate us to do more videos on this as well. So okay, so thanks for watching, friends.